It's a good question. I asked myself that a couple of times because there were, really a lot of producers, and basically Joe Michaels was running the show and, doing the producer job, and then me and Oliver came in as from the Centropolis side. I mean, it's hard to describe, how incredible, for example, all the set buildings were.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody will see that on like a piece of behind the scenes or anything. I think everybody who came to the set as a visitor was mostly amazed about how gigantic this whole thing, the whole set in the dome was. Or like the desert shoot, it was just like all these thousands of extras. It was breathtaking. Basically, Roland has a very strong, let's say, like he knows exactly what he wants. He would ask, you want this or that. He would discuss stuff, he would give in, but basically he knows exactly what he wants. I mean, I personally liked the 8000 BC a lot. It was a lot of fun to shoot those scenes. I mean, we were like shooting it, I think 3-4 days and then, like in the evenings. It was beautiful. But then seeing it being cut, it really, you didn't get in as fast as you should get in a movie. It just took too long. And then there was like, in the previous cut, there was like a shorter 8000 BC where you see the spaceship coming down, and I agreed on when everybody said, well, maybe you show already too much of the other side or of the spaceship, and you don't really get what that's about, and since you see it later in the flashback, it's just more explanatory. The first thought was like, it has to be huge, it has to look huge, and I think it does.
Mm-hmm.
And within that budget, I think it's we all did a great job. All the departments have their budget they have to work in.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they know they're going over or they're, can't make it after working a while, they would come to you and say, well, it costs a little more, and I mean, there were like problems, of course. It went over a long period, but Roland always compromised in saying, okay, if that's impossible, if it just is going over the budget, then we have to cut it down. So I think it has to do a lot with compromising.